Are you passionate about media? Dreaming of telling stories that move the world? Whether you see yourself behind the mic, the camera, or the editing set, Majak is your launchpad. Journalist, content creator, filmmaker, photographer, digital media guru. Which one will you be? At the Media Academy for Journalism and Communications Majak, we turn your passion into your profession. Get hands-on in journalism to break the big stories, digital media production to craft viral content, communications to shape messages that move millions, film and photography to tell your vision in every frame. With fully equipped radio and TV studios, modern computer labs, and pro-grade cameras, we prepare you for the real world of multimedia. Are you ready to make the headlines? Apply today.
Hello, wonderful viewers, and welcome to your favorite weekly program here on Majak TV. I am your host, Awajed. Today, the Students Hour is going international. We have our very own travel stars, fresh from a 2-week seminar for young media professionals in China. Joining me in the studio is Maud Lamin Sane, the Secretary General of the 4th Executive Council of Majak Students Union. I have Ibrahim Mbai, the President of the 4th Executive Council of Majak Students Union. And I have Fatmata Jawara, who is representing the Ladies in Style. So these were the ones that attended that 2-week seminar. So they came back with experiences and they're going to talk to us about it. So let's start with Fatmata. Let's start with our lady here, as the rule always is. Ladies first. So, Fatmata, when you were told that you've been selected for this trip, how did you feel? Excited? You sounded?
Of course, thank you for having us here. When I was informed about my selection to represent, of course, Majak to the young media professionals, I was excited. I was really proud of myself because I understand out of the whole lot of students in the school, we are the one choosing and given the opportunity to represent the school, not because we are the best, but we are the lucky ones. So I was really proud of myself and my colleagues too. And everyone, it can happen to anyone in Majak here. It's not about the academics, but it's about we are the lucky ones to be selected. So I was really proud of myself. And I felt very lucky that I was selected to represent Majak.
Sure. You just went to your corner and started dancing.
Yes. I was like, yes. I'm traveling. As a first-time traveler too. I was really excited.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that is really great. So, Antu Malamin, what were you most excited about flying? So was it the plane, the food, or the experience?
Well, to me, it was going to be like the third time traveling outside the country using a flight. But the fact that it's this special travel is meant for us to go to China makes it so exciting for me because I've never been to China. I've never sat in a flight for over 11 hours, which we did more than 11 hours. Because traveling from West Africa to East Africa itself is very, very far. From East Africa, Addis to China is a whole lot of, like a whole night flight. So that is the most exciting thing. I want to see new things. Like I said to my colleagues the other time, we are going to behind the wall. That's because China is like very far from here. So very excited. The fact that also I'm going to represent, I've been selected, which is not a right, it's a privilege. Not the best student like Fatu said. I had the privilege to represent Majak, a very, very noble institution, highly respected as far as our trade, that is journalism, is concerned. So I was very proud of myself to go represent. And then, I know we will get there. We represented well. This team represented well. Yeah.
Sure, you did.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll come back to you shortly. So to Mr. President, so what was the one thing that made you say, wow, when you reached China?
I would say is the level of humanity and hospitality that we receive from the Chinese people. And of course, you get to know that Chinese are different people, very friendly. To some point, people like us who like roaming and who do not know that end. But if you approach them, even the fact that they will not speak the language that you speak, but they'll give you a chance to at least communicate to them through the translation, apps that they have in their phones. So that speaks a lot about the Chinese and how great, how beautiful they are. They are approachable. When you read that, you approach them, they talk to you. And of course, second thing would be, the infrastructure, top notch, top notch. But some point, some of us, our minds were like China is in a different world. Like MLO, we usually say, China, they're in a different world, different from
Next
the world
generation.
they're in the next generation, different from what we are. So yeah, the Chinese are lovely people. So and then their humanity is one thing that caught my attention, because after all, without humanity, our stay there would not have been that meaningful like the way we wanted it to be. So we are grateful for the humanity, for the hospitality that they have shown us. Yeah.
Yeah, so a big thank you to China. Yes, so to you, you attended a seminar, a 2-week seminar for young media professionals. So
Yeah.
can you tell us briefly, just a little bit about the entire seminar? What was it all about?
First, the first part of our seminar was a theory aspect. Like we were in class, they showed us the history or the genesis of the Communist Party of China, how everything came about. And then we also have a brief history of the media and the media landscape of China. We had sessions on AI, very, very important as far as our job is concerned.
Exactly.
And then they took us through the culture, and the traditions of China, how everything started, the transformation, of villages to state-of-art facilities, of which, we were given a second phase of the session, going to these communities, to these museums, because first we went to the Jingling Museum, we went to the Arts Museum too to see. We went to Nanji, Anji, we went to Yukon, a tourism center that receives over thousands of visitors in a single year. So that was very, very exciting to us, and very, very important as far as what we did on the first leg of the session is concerned. We also had the opportunity, to represent the country at the China Africa Economic Forum. We took part in that forum. I myself was there, and other colleagues to represent on behalf of the Gambian delegates that attended the BRI seminar. They call it BRI, that is the Belt and Road Initiative, countries that are benefiting from the Belt and Road Initiative. So we formed part of it, and then we went to attend that seminar. We also had a round table, tete-a-tete, with colleague journalists of the university, of Zhejiang Normal University, the university, in fact, that hosted the seminar, to have an interchange, like a discussion, an in-depth exchange of how our media is, what do we expect, and how they are doing things as far as they are concerned, how they are balancing the job itself in the advent of AI, how are they doing the job. So that was those are some of the sessions that we attended. If I leave something behind, my colleagues are here.
Yeah, I understand it's a 2-week
it's 2 weeks,
seminar.
yeah.
So obviously you've experienced a lot of things. So your colleagues will also elaborate on a few. So to our lady, what was this experience that you gained at China that you cannot wait to use here in Majak?
I would say that is how committed the Chinese people are. I think Gambia, if we are to emulate China and work closely or monitor them closely, I think everyone will have an experience, despite that we had the opportunity to go there. But even if you don't go there, if you monitor the Chinese, even those that are in the country here, you will understand that they are very committed people. They don't joke with their jobs, no matter how little the job is. Like there was a day we went outside. It was not like during the session, but we went outside and we saw this very old woman standing on the road, and she was having a red flag. And she was really serious about that, what she was doing. She was just raising the flags and putting it down. That was the job she was doing there.
And what was that?
Yeah, for traffic. Like the motorbikes that are coming, so you have to raise it for them to go and put it down for them to stop. Okay. It was like, and they are just committed people. Like even our coordinator, if you tell him, Lee, I need something, he will run. They are very committed. They are hardworking people. Like I feel like I was not doing enough whilst I was in the Gambia here. Let me say, whilst I was in Maja here, I was not doing enough. Right now, I'm like, I have that energy. They have boosted my energy to the level that I feel like no job is little, no matter how much you are earning there. But if you are too committed to the job, it will earn you something that will be great in the future. So that's one thing I came up with. The spirit, the hard work that the Chinese people have. I want to make sure that I also have that in me, and it stays there forever.
I think you've transferred that spirit to me, and I think our viewers also are going to be
I hope
really
so.
inspired about that.
Yeah,
That is
I hope
really,
so.
really something. I think we
So.
need to double up.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
double up as a country. Let's be committed to our jobs. Let's give our 100% to the job so that we can at least also be, I will not say develop 100%, but at least we will not be where we are today.
Exactly.
Because I feel like despite Chinese people knowing that their country is well developed, but they are not relenting.
Relaxing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they are doing more than what is expected. Like Africa here, we have maybe I have only one job. Like let me say Gambia, I have only one job. And when I'm done with that job. And in fact, when I go to the job, I will not even give it my 100%. I'll be hesitating, like doing this. Let me know it's not my own, it's not this, it's not it. But those people, I feel like they are giving it 100%. We encounter no problem at all during the course of this seminar. Anytime we are going, they are there on time. Any event that we are going, they are there on time. The places that we visited, those people like that are in charge of those places. We normally find them there. We don't have to wait for them. They are there before we even arrive. So that shows that they are commitment. Like Gambia here, you will be late for jobs, but they will be like, if you are late for 5 minutes, we are going. The bus depart 6 o'clock, you are late, we are going. That shows that they are very committed. And I feel like that is part of the things that make China to be where they are today in the spotlight of world development.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Fanmata. And to the president, how did you feel carrying the Majak flag all the way to China? Was it pressure or pride to you?
Absolute pride. So if you know that my role as the president of the Majak Students Union, I have a sole responsibility of being the embodiment of the union. That is to represent to carry them in the pressure of Majak, Majak students. I mean, with huge pride and with readiness to ensure that their welfare is my priority. So if you know me, you know Ibrahim, but you know that this is not the first time I represented Majak. I started to represent Majak since my foundation level. In fact, among the first students that have represented the school to an inter-study debate competition and made to the final, not once, not twice, you understand? So my representation of Majak does not start in my advanced level. I have been here since foundation, and in my first year coming as a foundation student, represented this school to, various competitions and, seminars outside. But this one is a precious one and a very, phenomenal one. Phenomenal in a way that it is beyond borders. It's beyond, for us also being the first time, the first set of students at Majak, since establishment of Majak, being the first students to be selected by the school to represent the school in such an international seminar is something huge. So I carried this flag and this representation to China with utmost pride, knowing that the trust that the school has in my colleagues and I is not that we are the best, but the trust that they have in us, we ensure that this trust is maintained. So I'm glad that it was a good team that was selected, and we went, in peace and came back, peacefully. So, it was pride for me, and then I feel lucky to be selected by the school to represent, the school at an international seminar like this one in China.
Yeah. So we're all happy that you all represented us well, honestly, and we are proud of you. Let me speak on behalf of the Majak.
Thank you.
Majak students.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we don't have much time, so I'll now wrap up with your final words. So let me start with the SG. Any advice you want to give students who also want such opportunities? Anything simple?
We'll do that quickly. And then, honestly, I know you would have asked me what moment was at a given time was I very proud of ourselves and the team. Is the day our coordinator stood up and said, any person that published or wrote anything or an article back home to your country and it is published on an official channel, you will be rewarded with pandas. You know, pandas are very unique for China. And then this team here scooped almost all the pandas because each of us have
You
two
all wrote
articles. So
yes,
that is when we stood up. We filmed by our own. We filmed everything on our own. We showed them the Majak way. We did everything the Majak way. That is, we filmed on our own, did the scripting on our own, editing everything, we mixed down everything. So when those things were published and the links were sent back to us and we sent it to the group of the seminar, everyone was like, wow. And that very day, the next day we came, we were handed our pandas. You know, that moment I felt very proud. We realized that it was only Team Gambia, especially those that came from Majak.
Wow.
We are the only team that published articles related to the seminar. So that moment was, a moment of proud for me. I felt very proud about the team, and gladly, we can go anywhere and do our job. So the other thing is representation is never easy, especially first timers like us. You are not out there for only you. So like I used to tell the team when we are discussing, we are not here as single persons. We are not here as individuals that are representing Majak alone, but we were representing at the time the entire Gambia. Whatever we do here, whatever we do out there, if you, for example, if you are selected to represent an institution or a school like Majak, if you go out there perform, your conduct should be at best. You should comport yourself, your interpersonal relationship, like your communication with other country members, should be also very, very professional. So this is the message I have for any other person, and I'm very optimistic. Maybe someday we'll have the Chinese ambassador here. We don't know what will be the discussion between them and the management. Perhaps this is an open channel now because we went there. The Chinese ambassador himself they have given him the feedbacks of our performance. So you don't know, it could be more than 3 next time who will go out there to represent Majak. If you go out there, represent Majak, be a student of Majak, be a product of Majak. The reason why I say that, you are molded to be an ambassador out there. So perform, be disciplined, work very hard, and then be punctual to attending functions. Like when they say seminar, for us, we leave our bed sometimes 5 o'clock, sometimes because breakfast time opens at 6 a.m. Know it or not, 6 a.m. and it closes sometime around 8:30. So for us, we'll normally leave our hotel latest. If we are late, we leave hotel at 8:20 at most to go out there to attend lectures. So if you are somebody who is fond of being late, you should adjust if you are selected. That is not the order out there.
Yeah.
So
Thank you very much, SG. So to our beautiful lady, any final word?
My final words will go to my fellow
tell them
ladies.
what you have eaten there.
We'll go to
Eat everything.
Next time we'll talk about the
But
food.
she eats everything on the table. Yeah.
I know, just have
Sang,
experience.
Sang told her to eat everything.
And she was doing that.
And I did justice to that.
But the next day you said, Mbolo Mandiabake. Because it was like the food was really on her.
Them. This is
There is food that is fatty.
Yes, there's food called Fati. I actually took a photo of it and then sent it back to Gambia.
that's why I want more ladies to go next time. When we had this kind of opportunity again in Majak, I want more ladies to be in the trip too. That will gladden my heart too. Because these gentlemen, I think they did bad to me there because I was the only single lady there among them. So, but nonetheless, what I want to tell my fellow students, it will be an advice. That is, as I said before earlier on, that is, this opportunity given to us is not only about academics. It's not that we are the best students in Majak, but there are so many things that are combined, and among them I feel like that is our commitment to the institution too, and discipline also counts, because most of the times I will tell girls that you have to accept this environment that you are in. You have to, when you are in Majak, you have to accept you are a student. You cannot be above your lecturers, because anytime you feel like you are above your lecturers, you are not going to learn anything.
Exactly.
And you are not going to be disciplined. And most of the times that's what hinders our success as ladies, because we feel like people that are standing in front of us, maybe they feel otherwise about us because we are big girls, we come from different institutions. That doesn't take anyone anywhere. You have to respect yourself, respect people that are around you, and be committed to the institution that you are into. Because when we went there, people were really envious of us coming from Majak, because they feel like anything we say, we will talk about Majak. And they will be like, this is not a Majak event. And we'll be like, because Majak represent us well. This is Majak for you. If you are in Majak and you are willing to be a student in Majak, that love for Majak will be in you. And then we cannot hide it anywhere. When we are discussing anything, we will say, hey, know that we are from Majak and we have to partake in this thing. And they will be angry and say that they don't know this number. But that shows that we are really committed to Majak. We cannot go out there because Majak sent us out there. We go there and forget that we are students from Majak. It doesn't work like that. That's why I said, if you are a student somewhere, just be committed. Don't say that I don't have any business or another business in the school environment. The little that you can also contribute to make sure that that institution develop, whether you are going to be a goodwill ambassador to talk good thing about that institution. Because I forgot to mention that when we went to China, ask these people, I have never seen any Chinese talk bad about their country. No, they don't do that. They don't do that. So us here also, let's represent our institution well. Let's represent our country well, so that people will come to love our country. You see now, I think if you ask all of us here whether we want to go back to China, we will gladly tell you that we all want to go back to China and explore more about their culture, their behavior, their hard work, everything about China, because that's what they saw us. So let's also try to do the same thing. Let's reciprocate. Let's emulate good things that people are doing out there, so that we can also achieve the things that we want to achieve in life, especially as your ladies. Thank you.
Those words are very powerful.
Thank you.
They are, and I hope those that are listening will actually take this.
I hope so, yeah.
So to Mr. President.
Yes, I will just cut it short because, Fatmata and Modlamin have said everything. For me, my advice would go to students. Participation in union matters, quite important. You understand? You don't know where opportunities will come in. And then some would feel otherwise if opportunities come in and they're not selected. But I think it's important that we know that, opportunities are only given to those that deserve it, right? And one of the ways in which you deserve opportunities at Majak as a student is to be serious and to take union matters seriously. The union is here for you. It's established to steer your affairs. So if you're not taking it seriously, it becomes a problem. So we left the Gambia for China, not because, we are the best, but because, like Farmana said, we are committed to what Majak gives. We love our institution and we serve as good ambassadors of Majak wherever we go. So due to that reason, you are selected, and I hope that we have many great minds at Majak here who are also, capable of being selected to represent the school outside. So, but what I'm trying to advise is that let's take things seriously and let's commit to whatever we do and be serious about whatever you do. From your seriousness, from your commitment, from your hard work, that's when things like this will come on board and you'll get the benefit of your commitment, your hard work, and then your readiness to represent Majak everywhere. So thank you, and I hope that whenever the Majak SU calls, you will respond to our call and make sure we do things together. Allah Barak.
Thank you so much.
This is our journey.
Yes. So
Officially, Jeja Normal University alumni.
Yes. So, as I said, this is really beautiful.
Yes, official student card of the Jeja Normal University in China, Jinghua City. Yes, Jinghua. Thank you.
Yes. So thank you very much. Thank you, Modlawi. What does that mean?
Means thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Fatmata, Ibrahim, and Modlamin.
Yes, yeah.
Honoring our invitation. We are really proud of you. We are, and for representing Majak well. Thank you, and we're happy to have you home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
We're happy to
viewers,
be here.
yeah, this has been the Students Are, and I've been your host, Awajed. Until we meet again next week, bye for now.
We are located at Bakau New Town. You can call us today on 5331-545, 5331-545, or 3725-053, 3725-053. You can email us at communications@majak.gm. Better still, you can visit our website www.majak.gm. Majak, your story, your screen, your future.